Welcome to Life's Hidden Curriculum, a podcast designed for Philadelphia teens and young adults that helps connect them to resources and information needed for adulthood. My name is Quan King, and I'm your host and curator of this content intended to get you the info and understanding necessary to make informed and smart decisions. You can find even more information on the website, lifeshiddencurriculum.com. And now, today's episode. I want to take a moment really quick and let you know that the content you're about to hear has been generated by Andrew and Izzy, AI. As such, it's always important to make sure you verify information that you get from any source, no matter how legit it sounds. I've listed all my resources and references in the archive on the website at lifeshiddencurriculum.com, so you can do your own due diligence, aka research. If you like any of these topics and want me to go into greater detail, hit me up in the comment section or send a message on the website using the contact link. All good? All right, here we go.
So today we're tackling a concept that feels less like science fiction and more like, well, a Tuesday morning. We're doing a deep dive into modern societal control. We're looking at Aldous Huxley's Soma from Brave New World and asking a pretty direct question. What is our version of that perfect pacification drug?
And Huxley's Soma was terrifying because of its efficacy. This wasn't just some recreational substance.
No.
It was a state-sanctioned solution,
Right.
a chemical agent engineered to eliminate every single source of human distress. Its entire purpose was stability over the messiness of real freedom.
I always remember that line about it having all the advantages of Christianity and alcohol, none of their defects.
Exactly.
But here's the mission for our deep dive today. The control we see now, it's totally different. It's decentralized, it's market-driven, and this is the crucial part, it's self-administered. We're not forced to take the pill. We choose to.
We voluntarily line up for our dose.
Okay, so let's start with the most obvious analog, the one that is literally in your pocket right now. If we're looking for something that just erases critical thought and guarantees instant comfort, isn't the clear winner the digital matrix, the algorithmic Soma?
Absolutely. The modern world has essentially engineered boredom out of existence.
Yeah.
And that's a problem, a huge problem.
Why is boredom so important?
Because boredom is the engine of self-reflection. The moment you feel that quiet or that little bit of existential dread, your phone is right there. It offers a prepackaged distraction so you never have to ask the difficult questions. We've become a truly dissociative society.
Hold on, isn't some of that just necessary stress relief? Who doesn't need to unwind?
That's the insidious paradox. While that digital Soma gives you immediate comfort, it's simultaneously making the underlying conditions worse.
How so?
It exacerbates anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, mostly through things like upward social comparison on your feeds. The system's efficiency relies on you needing to continuously consume the digital palliative just to treat the emotional symptoms that the palliative caused in the first place.
That's a nasty feedback loop. Okay, so that's the tech side, but that's just technology, right? Are there other major control mechanisms out there?
Absolutely. If the digital world pacifies the mind, the economic world pacifies the citizen. We have to talk about the debt drug.
Hyperconsumerism?
Exactly. Easy credit, loose policies, all of it rewards what you could call the gluttonous consumer. It creates this illusion that prosperity is limitless, even if your bank account says something very different.
So the goal is just to keep everyone shopping, keep the wheels turning.
It's deeper than that. This massive structural debt acts as an invisible shackle. The real consequence is that citizens become hyper-focused on consumption, on personal wealth maximization.
Right.
When you are constantly worried about making the minimum payment on 5 credit cards or your mortgage, you simply don't have the time or the energy for political dissent. You become a compliant worker just trying to stay afloat.
So, if the digital matrix and the debt drug are the cocktail, how is it distributed? How does it get to everyone? This feels like it brings us to Noam Chomsky's framework on manufacturing consent.
It does. Chomsky highlights how institutions make sure these things are accepted. First, there's the strategy of distraction, dumbing down. The media just overloads the public with a deluge of, irrelevance and chatter. You can't focus on the big issues because you're emotionally pulled toward the comfortable, simple, fast-moving narrative instead.
And the second part.
The second is the strategy of infantilization. The system bypasses rational debate entirely. It appeals directly to raw emotion, frenzy, and hysteria.
So it conditions us to react, not to think.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
trains us to prioritize immediate emotional comfort and outrage over the difficult, slow work that democratic engagement actually requires.
Yeah.
We're taught to reject complexity.
And this is where it all comes together. What should really stand out to you listening to this is that the ultimate threat isn't some external tyranny forcing this on us. It's our own internalized preference for just feeling comfortable. We willingly choose the quiet life, and we sacrifice the friction that's necessary for real freedom.
Which leaves you with a really important question to explore on your own. The antidote to being culturally somatized. It's the conscious, sustained rejection of instant gratification. It means actively embracing the very discomfort, the intellectual work, and even the boredom that all forms of modern soma are designed to eliminate. If you really want to be free, maybe start by just turning off the noise and sitting in the quiet for 10 minutes.
Thanks for listening to another episode on Life's Hidden Curriculum podcast. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube as we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. If you like this content and want to support, head over to the website, lifeshiddencurriculum.com, and click donate. Also, I'm always looking for guests to share their stories, especially if it can help the next generation. Hit me up using the contact link. Thanks again, and stay tuned for more.